Skylane 904, is the full stop taxi back or touch and go?
That'd be a touch and go for 904.
Alright, number 904, looks like you're flying a wide downwind.
Airspeed's high.
904.
Number
60
98,
knots.
Foxtrot, traffic sets the short final over the
61.
Runway 25, base your discretion.
65. 7.
Fox, we'll clear base, clear land.
Pitch for 72.
25, Alpha 3, northeast.
Supercup 6, Supercup 143, Charlie Charlie, Lens Tower, hold short. Runway 25 at Alpha 3.
Hold short 25, Alpha 3, 3, Charlie Charlie.
Number 55206 and runway 25, clear to land.
Clear land runway 25, 55296.
November 98, Foxtrot, square to base the final, please, and start reducing your speed.
98 Fox, square to base.
Diamond 6 Kilo Mike, go ahead and start your right downwind for a right downwind departure.
Kilo Mike, right downwind for a right departure.
1173 Golf and lane 6 high.
I remembered us.
Number 3 at Quebec, keep it coming around for me, please.
We can bring it up to 1400 since we're not staying in a pattern.
Exact tower, air care 2.
Mooney 1173 Golf Tower.
73 Golf, visual 25.
Mooney 1173 Golf, maintain slowest tactical speed. Number 3, runway 25, clear to land.
Alright, slowing it down, number 3, clear land, that's runway 25, 73 Golf.
Who was the air care?
Air care 2, 9 to the north, inbound ORMC, 900 feet.
Air care 2, direct land ORMC, objections, you caution, all lanes September 3006.
I don't risk, air care 2, thank you.
And Bonanza 3 at Quebec, that's perfect, runway 25, clear to land, that builds in another mile.
Alright, 3 Quebec, roger.
Mooney 73 Golf, maintain slowest practical speed. The traffic your finals at 12 o'clock, Bonanza. Okay? Number 3, runway 25, clear to land.
We're looking for the traffic, number 3, clear land, runway 25, we're slowing it down as much as we can, 73 Golf.
Cherokee 908 Alpha, continue down when I'll call you base.
You'll call it race, continue down, looking for that Mooney 0.
Boy, look at the birds
Cherokee
way up here.
904, Christian, Sky 904, continue runway heading.
Always amazes me how high the birds can get.
Oh, I've seen them way higher than that.
Yeah, I know.
904, fly runway
It's
heading.
crazy.
Runway heading, 904.
Tower Arrow 2779 Mike, 8.5 miles out to the northeast with Kilo inbound landing, full stop.
Number 2779 Mike, fly southbound, join 6 miles straight in for runway 25.
Alright, 6 miles straight in 25, 279 Mike.
Cessna 296, right turn Alpha 4, hold short of Alpha, ground point 4.
Alright, ground point 4, 5596.
Up, Charlie, I haven't forgot about you. I'm just trying to figure out a hole to get you out.
Roger, 3 Charlie. No problem. I don't need much room there.
I got you, brother.
Executive Tower, Skyhawk 536, Hotel Foxtrot, 12 miles to the northwest, inbound for a full stop.
536 Hotel Foxtrot, roger, stand by. 273 Golf, number 1.
Number 1, 73 Golf.
November 08 Alpha, make 1 left, 360.
About 360, 0 Alpha.
November 79 Mike, flash heading 180, square to base to final, and that heading, please.
180 on square base to final. 700 Mike.
High, 2
November 6 Kilo Mike, turn left, flash heading at 010.
Turn left heading 010. 6 Kilo Mike.
November 904, right cross to your discretion.
Move cross on 904.
No,
November 3 at Quebec, right turn taxi to Echo, hold short of
So
Alpha,
turn left
010.
010.
Left 010.
November 7 on Mike, square to base to final,
Not
and
this
heading
guy right here.
225, clear to land.
It's he's not gonna be an
Alright,
issue.
square base ahead to final, clear to land. 700 Mike.
And November 6 Kilo Mike, I just want to make sure, turn left, flash heading at 010. Traffic at your 12 o'clock. Just ahead and to your right, you're going to see in the left 360.
Inside.
Traffic inside 6 Kilo Mike.
6 Kilo
Where is
Mike,
he?
roger. He's rolling out that 360 to maintain visual separation with that traffic. And
Where is he?
behind him, you can proceed eastbound. Somehow I get you across
The airliner.
Okay, behind him, we'll turn eastbound. If you need us on a certain heading or altitude, just let us know. We'll be heading towards Titusville.
Okay, roger, I got you. November 08 Alpha, rolling out that 360.
Oh, there he is right there.
Yep.
Continue downwind.
Continuing downwind, 0 Alpha.
Number 73 Golf, runway 25, clear to land.
Clear land 25, 73 Golf.
Air Carrier 2, traffic ahead and to your right, Skylane out case 1300.
We go a little more to right now.
Air Carrier 2, maintain visual separation with the Skylane. Skylane, let's see here, 904, traffic off to your left, medevac helicopter, southbound, altitude 600 feet.
So traffic 904.
Number 908, look off to your right, you're going to see traffic. November 700, Mike, stay aircraft tight.
Fiber air, turbo arrow.
November 908 Alpha, arrow off to the right, you have him in sight?
Yes, sir, traffic tight.
Number 08 Alpha, number 25, I'll traffic runway 25, clear touch and go.
Number 2, clear touch and go, runway 70.
November 6 Kilo Mike, you can turn right, flash your thing at 130.
Right 1306 Kilo Mike.
27-3 golf table, right turn Alpha 5, push to off ground, point 4.
Alpha 5 over the ground, 73 golf.
Alright, then let's see, Super Cub 3 Charlie Charlie, I got you now. Super Cub 143 Charlie Charlie, wind 200 at 11. Fly runway heading for now, runway 25 at Alpha 3, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff 25 Alpha 3, runway heading, 3 Charlie Charlie.
He's gonna get us across the final, that's why.
Across which final?
This final.
Exact.
Number 904, continue down when I'll call your base.
Stay in the downwind, 904.
70 Tango Bravo, short 25, we'll be ready when you get to the city.
TBA 970 Tango Bravo, lands at Tower, hold short runway 25, waiting out for release.
Well, short 25, 970 Tango Bravo.
Boy, it's busy.
Tower 0.
Yeah, right.
We'll take a full stop.
What's that?
Here.
Yeah, it's pretty busy.
Runway 25, clear to land.
Clear to land 25, thank you, 0.
Unusual for Saturday.
3 Charlie Charlie, fly northbound.
Northbound, 3 Charlie Charlie.
And Cherokee 08 Alpha, the worst is done, you could actually still remain in the pattern.
Alright, we'll take one more, then touch and go, 08 Alpha.
08 Alpha, roger, runway 25, clear touch and go.
Touch and go, runway 25, 08 Alpha.
Skylane 904, traffic Cherokee off to your right, altitude case 800 feet, you have them in sight.
Okay, put altitude. Airspace starts at 1600.
November 65904.
65904, here's the.
Number 65904, base your discretion, runway 25, clear touch and go.
Clear to go 25, base discretion 904.
Tower 441 Whiskey Tango with you, passing the power plant.
November 441 Whiskey Tango, lands at Tower, flight northbound, flight shipping at 360.
360, Wilco Whiskey Tango.
Thank you.
Tower 3 Charlie Charlie, let's go ahead and come back around for landing. Everything's okay, but I need to go back to the ramp. There's a minor issue.
Number 3 Charlie Charlie, join the right downwind for runway 25.
Turn right downwind 25, 3 Charlie Charlie.
November 08 Alpha on the go, fly runway heading, I'll call you right crosswind.
Runway heading, 08 Alpha.
Skylane 904 on the go, fly runway heading, I'll call you right crosswind.
Runway heading on the go, 904.
November 6 Kilo Mike, down course heading.
Stand. Course heading 6 Kilo Mike.
Say again.
What do you say?
On course heading, 6 Mike.
And
Seven,
number 6
on
Kilo
course
Mike,
heading.
do me a favor, turn right and fly suggest the heading of...
What did he say?
Let's do 140, I got traffic that you're going to... Actually, traffic at your 12 o'clock, 2 miles northbound is a Conquest altitude 1,400.
Traffic inside 6 Kilo Mike.
6 Kilo Mike, maintain visual separation with that traffic, and you can resume on navigation, remain outside Bravo airspace, frequency change approved.
Is stay clear of traffic, frequency change approved, 6 Kilo Mike.
Number 3 Charlie Charlie, traffic Skylane off to your right, base your discretion, runway 25, clear to land.
Roger, look at traffic, base traffic side, clear to land, turn base 3 Charlie Charlie.
Number 1 Whiskey Tango on the heading, join the final, runway 25.
Here's our course to Titus Wall.
Via TBM.
Copied all, is there any other traffic prior to us?
Affirmative, just 1 Whiskey
This
Tango,
way.
just fly northbound and join the final on that heading.
Northbound, join the final on this heading, Whiskey Tango.
Number 3 Charlie floated on final to give that Cessna a little bit of room.
Roger, slowing it down for the final, 3 Charlie Charlie.
Thank you. Number 3 Charlie, you don't need any assistance or anything, do you?
Negative, just going back to the east ramp, but I gotta fix something, 3 Charlie Charlie.
Understood.
And Tower 930 Papa Alpha, home short 25 Alpha 2 ready.
Number 930 Papa Alpha lands at Tower, hold short runway 25 at Alpha 2. It's going to be a couple seconds before I can drop.
No worries, home short 25 at Alpha 20 Papa Alpha.
Thank you.
Exact Tower 6 Hotel Foxtrot, Skyhawk, 10 miles northwest, inbound full stop.
Boy, this thing just wants to fly.
Number 536.
So we now crossed into the new Bravo 3000, so we can go to 2500. We don't need to go higher than that. That's only 8 minutes away.
Tango is stadium final. Runway 29.
Tango, Roger, runway 25, clear to land.
I will be going Shelter, Whiskey Tango.
The one with
So destination is Titusville. In the meantime, while we get there, you can get the frequencies and the ADAS.
Okay, so we're gonna go to direct.
We're already flying direct to Titusville.
Okay. And
November 908 Alpha, right crossing your discretion.
Turn cross line 0 now.
Skylane 904, follow the Cherry, catch at 12 o'clock in 1 mile.
Follow the Cherokee 904.
The one with Tango, maintain slowest practical speed to departure prior to your arrival.
Whiskey Tango will go.
and how do you move over? Because I get the free. I'm thinking about getting the frequencies here.
Push the cruise in.
Huh?
Push it in. Okay, and now you move to right. Right, and now you can
3
see.
Charlie, if able, right turn Alpha 3, you can taxi in the east ramp this frequency.
Under Alpha 3, the ramp will do 3 Charlie Charlie.
TBM 970 Tango Bravo, wind 200 at 9er.
Okay, so ADAS is
runway 25 full
1,
length,
2.
take off.
Take up 25 total.
And you do that on the bottom, so that's this
Track 4 Julie Kilo, you can cross on 13 at Alpha.
this one.
And continue taxi runway 25 at Alpha 2 via Alpha. And you're going to be following the sky.
Right, we're coming up on our altitude. We're still off our heading a little bit. Let's get that. Now let's go 120625. And let's put that up there and listen to Comm 1, right? We should have it. No, it's got to go over here.
I'm at 930 Papa Alpha, fly runway heading for now, runway 25 at Alpha 2, clear for takeoff.
Push it in.
25 Alpha 2, clear for takeoff. 0.
This one?
Yeah, push it in. And now change it.
Traffic and following coming up at 12 o'clock.
And now activate Comm 2.
Alpha case 1100, just turn to the right down from
Go, push Comm 2. Yep.
Delta 1950 observation with 1608 visibility.
Okay, we're at 25. Let's trim down a little bit.
Temperature 292.22, altimeter 3007. Expected visual approach, landing and departing runway 18. Runway 18 is in use. The traffic pattern altitude is 1000. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airfield. Read back all hold for instructions and runway assignments. Notice airman runway 927 is closed. Advise others contact that you have information Delta. Space Coast Air information Delta 1950 observation. Wind 1608, visibility 7. Sky conditions scattered 4200. Temperature 292.22, altimeter 3007. Expected visual approach, landing and departing runway 18. Runway 18 is in use. The traffic pattern altitude is 1000. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airfield. Read back all hold for instructions and runway assignments. Noticed airman runway 927 is closed. Advise others contact that you have information Delta. Space Coast Air information Delta.
Okay, so now let's go to the tower.
7, sky conditions scattered 4200. Temperature 292.22, altimeter 3007. Expected visual approach, landing and departing runway 18. Runway 18 is in use. The traffic
A little bit of room, runway 25, touch and go.
Touch and go 25, number 3 will give them a little bit of room, 904.
90 Papa Alpha, look off to your right at your 1 o'clock.
You see the airport straight ahead? Just right below the water. A patch of basically no trees. Straight ahead, right next to the water.
Alright, before that white, how many miles from the ocean?
From the ocean?
From the intracoastal. Is it that one off to the left, or?
No, the one right down here. Right next to the bridge on, not across the river, right over here. But we do have to start thinking about calling a tower because we're 10 miles out.
Okay. And we're going to, what's the name of this one?
Titusville.
Titusville, November 786 Kilo Mike is 10 miles to the northwest, requesting touch and go. And that's with information, Delta, 6 Kilo Mike.
November 76 Kilo Mike, say your type aircraft.
Diamond Star, DA-40NG, 6 Kilo Mike.
Diamond Star 6 Kilo Mike, say your intentions after your touch and go.
We will probably
in the pattern.
We'll stay in the pattern, 6 Kilo Mike.
Diamond Star 6 Kilo Mike, ident. Star 6 Kilo Mike, enter right midfield, right downwind, ident observe.
Midfield, right downwind, 6 Kilo Mike. What did you say about ident?
Ident the squawk code. Ident observed.
Touch and go.
So he started on the screen.
Okay, is it this guy right there?
Right down there. We're basically on a long final for the wrong runway.
And it's 1-8, right? So it's this, no, we're going...
That's runway 927.
He said runway 18 active. What did he...
Yeah, so this is runway 927. He wants us to enter right midfield downwind.
Top exit on Echo.
So that means we're flying towards the airport and then take a left turn so we have the airport of our right side.
Okay. So did he tell us runway 9
towards the airport? He told us runway 18, yeah. He said enter right down runway 18. Right midfield downwind, so he wants us to enter right in the middle.
Okay, so we're gonna go like this, then this, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
Pattern altitude is 1000 out here. Let's try a little more towards the airport. So he needs us to enter on a
Okay, that's 18 though. We need to get on the other side of it.
What? No, 18 is going this direction. You go to the airport, take a left turn, and then we're basically on the downwind.
November 6 Kilo Mike, runway 18, clear for touch and go. After touch and go, make left traffic, enter report midfield down each time.
Runway 18, clear touch and go, make right traffic, 6 Kilo Mike.
Yeah, if we were to fly on the overhead the field, then it would be
about 100 feet.
Yeah, depending on what direction we're flying, but it would be probably a left downwind then, and 1,000 feet.
6 Kilo Mike, it's left traffic after your touch and go.
Left traffic after touch and go, 6 Kilo Mike.
Did you copy the advisory about the turtle?
Negative. Where's it about?
It's a turtle west of the center line, about 10 feet.
Is it towards the beginning or whereabout is it?
I'm assuming at the approach end it was reported by traffic doing a touch and go.
Okay, we'll look out for him. Appreciate it. So we're gonna be at 1,000 feet, please, and we also gotta enter the midfield.
I'm lost. I've never been here before, man. I don't know where. I don't see 18.
Well, we're basically here. We are flying 90 degrees towards it. Then bring it up to 1,000, a little bit more power in. Enter right midfield downwind. So we are entering the downwind right now. We gotta turn to the left now.
Oh, I did. There, it's over on the other side of the trees. Thank you.
So we're flying on the 09.
I was thinking it was that.
No, that's runway 927.
If I knew, I would have studied this before we flew.
The turtle appears to be on the center line moving
But
east.
it's, you know, kind of a surprise.
Okay, we'll keep looking for it. 60 Mike. Alright, so now we're basically gonna downwind. I can slow down a little bit, set the flaps. And you can start your base turn here.
Cessna 522 Foxtrot, midfield downwind, runway 18.
Cessna 522 Fox, you're following traffic on the right base, turning final Diamond Star. Advise when you have insight.
It was left traffic, right?
For the traffic,
Yes.
we'll follow that traffic for runway 18, 522 Foxtrot. We got traffic inside, 22 Foxtrot.
Cessna TT Foxtrot, roger. Follow that traffic. You clear touch and go runway 18.
Clear touch and go 18, following the traffic, 22 Foxtrot.
TT Fox, have you figured out how to land that aircraft yet?
We're working on it.
What's that, like number 20?
Oh, we don't keep count.
We do.
Left traffic.
Yes.
Airspeed's alive.
I don't see a turtle. Keep in mind that we have a pretty strong wind pushing us towards the field right now.
Okay.
So you want to be careful that you're not getting too close to the runway.
You can see the ripples in the water.
Yeah, it's pretty strong wind.
Is this our last one, or you want to do how many?
You can do... What was that after touch and go?
Okay.
And you have to let them know that we're midfield downwind too.
And this is, what field is it?
Oh, you just say 6 kilo mic midfield downwind.
6 kilo mics, midfield left downwind for 1A touch and go.
Number 6 kilo Mike, turn runway 18, clear for touch and go.
Clear touch and go, runway 1A, 6 kilo mic.
Oh, wait,
No, I know, I saw it.
Okay.
Just before I went to press it, I checked we were out of the white.
Yeah, that's always the best practice.
West Coast Tower, midfield downwind, Cessna 522 Foxtrot. Have a landing.
Cessna 522 Foxtrot, Roger. Are you doing another touch and go?
Yes, sir.
Cessna 522 Foxtrot, do you have the traffic in sight there on final?
I'm looking for traffic, 2 Fox.
Says 22 Fox traffic's coming up off your left side.
Yep, traffic inside, 2 Fox front.
Says 22 Fox, you number 2, runway 18, clear for touch and go.
Clear touch and go 18, 2 Fox front.
And you can turn the fuel pump on.
Told myself I wasn't gonna forget. .61, 6570, rotate, tap the brakes, maintain runway heading, a little bit of elevator trim. Want to go to the next one?
Let's do one more here. Try to add a little bit more right rudder to keep it perfect on the center line.
On the takeoff or landing?
Landing. Because I saw how it came in a little bit sideways.
Gusty. It's very gusty.
Try it's a forest there. And to make your life easier, you can actually now keep the fuel pump on in the pattern. It's a new thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we spoke to Diamond about it. They said, you know what, you can actually keep it on in the pattern.
Six kilo mics, midfield left traffic for 18, touch and go.
Down 6 kilo mic, chart runway 18, clear for touch and go.
Runway 18, clear touch and go, 6 kilo mic.
I really like the pattern out here.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's always a little bit scary to fly over the water, but it looks nice.
St. Augustine's better though.
Yeah, right? Because you're right off the coast.
And that 1-3 is a really tricky landing. Weird wind.
Yeah, these trees make it really, really
bumpy.
Really interesting. It's like super bumpy and all of a sudden it just stops.
61 November Romeo.
Helicopter 61 November Romeo, Space Coast Tower.
And helicopter 1 November Romeo, we are about 6 miles to your north, transition south. We'll be flight transition to airspace.
Helicopter 61 November Romeo, Space Coast Tower, ident.
Fuel pump on.
Ident 61 November Romeo.
Cessna 2T Fox, do you have the Diamond Star in sight?
Got the Diamond in sight, 2 Foxtrot.
2T Fox, I follow the Diamond Star, runway 18, clear for touch and go.
On the Diamond, clear touch and go, 18, 2 Foxtrot.
Helicopter 1 November, I didn't observe the ident. How far out are you from the field?
I just hit ident again. We're now 4 miles north from the field for 61 November Romeo.
Okay, are you looking at Arthur Dunn thinking it's us?
Bumpy.
Oh, negative. We just came past off Dunn and we're heading
A
south.
little bit of right rudder and a little bit of left aileron.
Okay, I
Keep
don't
it
see
right
any
down the
traffic
center line.
that's passing Dunn. What altitude are you at?
We're currently
Football
at
rudder.
100 feet. We're about 3 miles north of the field now.
Okay.
That was better.
Okay,
Good-
are you
good
going
lesson.
down the west side or the east side?
Good lesson. Thank you.
We're headed right towards the middle. We can cut either way if you need us to.
Yeah, head to the west side of the field, please. And you're not in sight.
And turn towards the west side of the field. 61 November Romeo.
So a difference on touchdown?
Yeah. Thanks for the input. That I see what you're saying.
And it
Right
also
rudder, left
helps you
aileron.
to, touch down properly.
Right.
Number one reason why people pop tires on landing, because they land sideways and then you got the rim of the tire that basically cuts through it.
It's called popping the B.
Helicopter 1
Yep.
November Romeo, your transponder just came on. I show you 500 feet, about a mile northwest.
And that's affirmative for 61 November
Alright,
Romeo.
from here let's go to New Smyrna, because they have a good airport too for these kind of conditions.
Okay, north, so,
So yep, left downwind departure, and then we'll just tell them that we'll head out to the north.
Helicopter 1 November Romeo, just stay west of the field until advised.
And we'll remain west of the field. 61 November Romeo.
And you can tell 6 Mike would like to depart area to the north.
Titusville, 6 Kilo Mike would like to depart the pattern. Thank you very much for your help.
6 Kilo Mike, Roger. What direction are you going?
We're going to go northbound to Smyrna, 6 Kilo Mike.
6 Kilo Mike, Roger. Our northbound departure is approved for exchange for today.
Frequency change approved. Thank you very much.
Helicopter 1 November.
It's always chill out here. There's barely anyone. It's a nice airport actually.
Intermittent and
It's a huge runway.
between Mode C and
Let's bring it up to 3,000.
No transponder.
And after that, we'll have that looked at. I just got this aircraft and I found a few things that I need to have looked at.
Okay, what's
Definitely
next?
get the transponder looked at.
New Smyrna. So let's bring it a little bit like a
Thanks for that.
010 heading.
Okay.
Alright, so how can you find your way to New Smyrna?
That was this one. Or I could go direct, use the direct thing.
Yep. Do you know the airport identifier?
No, but I can look for it. So if I do direct, and I do, I don't know the code. So, oops.
I don't think it's gonna show up on the nearest page yet. It's too far out. Yeah, so it's KEVB.
KEVB.
Yep.
Midfield downwind, requesting full stop this time.
Let's go a little to the left, please.
System 5225,
Got like a 360 heading.
Clear land, runway 18.
360 you said?
Oh, the setting is fine too.
Alright, so... How do I...
Now the big one. The small one controls the ladder and push it in. Now twist the small one. Now go the big one to the right. And now the small one selects the ladder.
Fucking A. See, this is one thing I can't practice at home. You know, on my sim.
Alright, push
So
it in.
press it,
Small,
small,
big one to the right. And now the
Small.
small one selects the ladders.
now what?
Now you hit direct. Where did it? There you go.
And you, what did you press after you?
So direct and then direct and then enter.
Okay.
It was on the wrong menu. It was on the close menu and not on the
Okay, so
direct.
now we just have it on
Yeah.
that, but we could turn on autopilot, right?
We could. And also let's bring the power police to what's recommended, because otherwise we'll get the warning now that our engine is running a little bit. And 3000. Yep, if you want you can put it on autopilot. That is up to you.
Okay. How do I do it? Press autopilot.
So right now you activate autopilot and it's maintaining exactly what you plugged in.
Did last time you did
We worked with the flight level change last time. So when you selected the autopilot just now, the autopilot maintains exactly the pitch and bank attitude that you selected.
and regardless of speed?
Yeah, because that's the flight level change mode. So first thing let's do, let's push the heading button, center that one. Let's select heading here. And let's go at least 5 degrees to the left.
System 522 Fox, you can exit on Echo, then taxi the ramp via Echo Charlie.
Okay, so now move in.
What you can do now to help you out first, go on the direct page,
Yep, have a good afternoon.
enter again. Now calculate a new direct and now go on the nav mode. So now the plane is flying there, flying the GPS course. So now next thing we gotta get the frequencies right. We have that is Daytona, we don't want Daytona. Tower on 19675.
And we want ATIS.
On 124625. Yep, so you can get the ATIS now.
05. Visual approach runway 11.
Let's ATIS.
Notice is to
What's that?
That's the ATIS.
Runway 2.
Yeah, it's going to turn off Comm 1.
Runway 725 closed. Green 126 feet HL, 1.8 miles northeast of New Smyrna Beach Airport. Noise abatement procedures are in effect. Caution for increased bird and wildlife activity on vicinity of the airport.
And you disconnected the autopilot just now by accident.
Charlie airspace until
Push it again.
communications has been established with Daytona Beach approach. Advise on initial contact that you have information November. This is continuous information broadcast from New Smyrna Beach, Florida on December 18, 2021. New Smyrna Beach Airport information November. 19047 observation. Wind 130 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky condition 3000 scattered. Temperature 27. Dew point 20. Altimeter 3005. Visual approach runway 11 in use. Notices to air missions. Runway 220 closed. Runway 725 closed. Green 126 feet AGL 1.8 miles northeasterly near Smyrna Beach Airport. Noise abatement procedures are in effect. Caution for increased bird and wildlife activity on
Say runway 11.
airport. All aircraft remain clear of Class Charlie airspace until two-way radio communications has been established with Daytona Beach approach. Advise on initial contact that you have information November. This is continuous information broadcast from New Smyrna Beach, Florida on December 18, 2021. New Smyrna Beach Airport information November. 19047 observation. Wind 130 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky condition 3000 scattered. Temperature 27. Dew point 20. Altimeter 3005. Visual approach runway 11 in use. Notices to air missions. Runway 220 closed. Runway 725 closed.
Mina Tower at the first
1.8 miles northeast of New Smyrna.
68.
Circle 211, 684.
Epic Red 521, runway 11, clear touch and go.
How do you zoom back?
Put the zoom on.
Clear for touch and go. Over. Runway 11, over. Tower 684, we got November. Epic 684, roger.
So, what's the runway that's active?
684, you want full stop or pattern?
Okay. So, what's a potential
Right traffic.
Most likely. So what I always do is I always dial the heading bug to the runway that is active.
Okay.
Now I already have a understanding of the relationship the relation I am to the runway right now.
So let's see, how far out are we? How can you tell how far?
15 miles.
That's right, okay.
So we're about to be there.
Okay.
So there's a plane 500 feet below us. The way everything is right now, that is fine, because he's 500 below us.
Okay.
So just keep an eye out for him.
Traffic, 12 o'clock, low, 1 mile.
I see him down there.
There he is right under us.
Yep.
What is that?
That's 172.
Traffic, 12 o'clock.
Okay, no factor.
So this is Smyrna Tower is what you would say?
Yep, New Smyrna. New Smyrna Beach just by, well actually within Daytona's airspace. And it was information November. Okay. So yeah,
It was KEVB?
KEVB.
I think that would be Vero Beach.
No, right? No, Vero Beach is VRB.
VRB, that's right.
If you want, you can make the call now. Okay.
It's 343, right turnout approved, runway 11, cleared for takeoff.
For a touch and go.
Cleared for takeoff, 11 with a right turn, pitch 343.
New Smyrna Tower, this is Diamond Star, November 786 Kilo Mike. We're about 11 miles to the south looking to make touch and goes, 6 Kilo Mike.
Star 6 Kilo Mike, the pattern is full, we can try back in 10 or 15 minutes.
Pattern's full, thank you very much, 6 Kilo Mike.
Okay.
Let's leave.
Yeah. Then, put it on heading mode. And, so push it in. Go 10 degrees. Oh, it might get like a 300 heading. That is the first time I've ever heard that at any airport. So,
How do you, so you hit enter?
nope, you go there and now you select heading mode. So now you want the plane to fly on a heading and not a GPS course anymore.
Epic 684, your number 1, runway 11, clear touch and go, left traffic.
So then let's go to DED, to land municipal.
Okay.
So DED, so we're covered up here.
How do I get out of that?
Clear?
521 has that Seminole in sight.
Clear?
521, number 2, following the company Seminole.
Okay,
runway
so
11,
now
clear
small
touch.
button.
You'll be
Small
following
button.
in the battery. 11, clear touch and go. Following the Seminole, I regret 521.
KDVD. Yep. Enter. Enter. So saw how it now in F mode? You saw how it at the bottom was flashing activate? So that's the plane asking you like, hey, just want to make sure that's what you want to do? And then you say, yeah, that's what I want to do. Enter.
Okay.
So you dial it in, you say go there, and then the plane is just always verifying. No matter what plane, it can be a small Diamond or it can be 747, a plane, when you plug in something for the navigation, it will always ask you, hey, are you sure this is what you want to do? Please confirm. So you're not accidentally doing something that you don't want to do. So the land is about 16 miles out right now. The frequency for that, so bring the cursor over there, you gotta push it in first to select the cursor, and now you can move it.
And then what? Press it?
And then you go a little on to the left, so that way you can get the chart inside.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Now we have information. The land AWOS is 119575.
Altimeter 3005. Visual approach runway 11 in use. Notices to air missions. Runway 220 closed.
Was it? 119575.
Yes.
Okay. So, let's go there.
Full stop and taxi-back landings when 3 or more aircraft are in the traffic patterns, and no repetitive flight operations between the hours of 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. Aircraft landing runway 23, make your downwind leg over the 4-lane highway. Caution, continuous parachuting operations during daylight hours. Do not overfly the airport. Be on the lookout for aircraft utilizing the secondary runway.
It's like a standard thing.
Municipal Airport automatic weather observation 2034 Zulu weather wind 180 at 6 visibility 10 clear below 12,000 temperature 27 Celsius dew point 20 altimeter 3006 density altitude 1300.
Notice the airman. Runway 5 is the preferred runway during low wind conditions. Only full stop and taxi-back landings when 3 or more aircraft are in the traffic patterns, and no repetitive flight operations between the hours of 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. Aircraft landing runway 23, make your downwind leg over the 4-lane highway. Caution, continuous parachuting operations during daylight hours. Do not overfly the airport. Be on the lookout for aircraft utilizing the secondary runway.
What was the information?
It's not controlled airport. There's no information.
DeLand Municipal Airport automatic weather observation.
So it's DeLand traffic, White Diamond Star. Make it
Yep. They have runway. Actually, let me pull up an iPad to see a little better. So yeah, since there's 2 big airports here, or 2 airports with 2 big flight schools, they this airport can get super busy, especially during the week. Right now I don't see anyone out here, and I haven't even heard anyone. I actually don't think anyone is there right now.
Boy, we should have cleaned this windshield.
What was that? Yeah, it was raining this morning. No, was it this? It was raining at some point. We haven't had time to wipe it. So these are the runway setups they have.
Land traffic, 6078 and about a 2.5 mile left base 412 to land.
So they're using 1-2.
Skyhawk 737.
12375.
Runway 12 on the way to 23 to land. Federal traffic, skydiving in 2 minutes from 13.5.
So one person's using 2-3 and the other one's using 1-2.
I don't know about flying in here.
It's up to you.
Skydivers and no, I don't like it.
Okay. Then push the heading button. Okay. Go a little bit to the left. Make it about a. Make it like a 250 heading for now. And then push heading button.
2 mile final 19 hill.
Left of curve 12506 taxiing to the active runway 23 Atlantic. Yeah, so 60878
So there's one train here, but it looks like we're gonna be above him.
120 to uniform is on the practice. RNAV is 23 miles.
1,000 below.
yeah, we got to stay away from the skydivers. So that's the land right there. We're good.
Yeah.
1 mile final 19 hill.
Were those skydivers in the land?
Yeah, he just said there's a load gonna dump pretty soon.
But did he say the land? Because remember, this is a shared frequency for multiple airports. Let's go towards Leesburg. So putting KLEE.
Crossing runway 12 at Alpha. To land traffic in 1 minute, there'll be skydives up at the top of the land 13.
Yep, there's that land.
And then what? Enter.
Yep. Let's go on nav mode. So nav mode is every time you're using your GPS. Heading mode is every time you want to fly a designated heading that is different from, the course that.
Okay, what was that? Nav equals.
Nav mode is always the GPS.
And HDG is what?
Heading.
So what it
a certain heading that you want to fly. Let's say you want to fly heading 120.
Okay.
So you can just, like right now the plane is on heading mode. So now it's in GPS mode. So we can use the heading bug and do whatever we want. So now let's say I want to fly a designated heading of heading 245.
So what is the plane? What is the instruments? I mean, the controls. What are they drawing off of? If it's not GPS, magnetic.
Wait, what?
When you're in heading mode,
yeah.
What is the plane? How is it determining the heading?
Well, the heading that's shown here.
Okay. So it is kind of GPS because the Garmin is. No, I'll talk about
the Garmin is not using it. It's using a magnetometer. It's basically scanning the globe for what heading it's on. It's calculating the heading that you're on.
But it's not using VOR.
No, it's using a. We're gonna talk about that on the ground. I can explain you how the magnetometer works. It's basically a little sensor in the right wing that's calculating the position based on the latitude and longitudes of the Earth. That's how a G1000 is calculating the heading. But it's not using GPS for that.
Okay.
It's using, however, the GPS to calculate where the wind is coming from. Because it is checking where you're flying right now and it's checking where the wind is pushing you. So then it's calculating what's going on and that's how it knows what the wind is like. But the heading is not based on a GPS position. So let's say you do want to be on a certain heading, which at this point, if you look at our route here, do you notice how we're cutting across a restricted area here.
Yes.
From surface to 6,000 feet. But we're at 3,000 feet, so we're gonna be going right through that one, right? So let's go a little bit to the left. Once you get closer, we don't have to do it now, but once you get closer, take a slight left turn to avoid that thing.
So that'll be heading bug heading.
Yeah, so the way you do that, well, it's taken two ways. You can either select pre-select the heading and then push heading bug, but the most common way is to center the heading bug so the plane continues on the track you're on right now, and then you can control it. So now you see the heading bug moving around here? Yeah. Now I can push the heading bug in and it's centered. Now I push heading, and now we change from GPS to heading. And now if I want to fly different heading, the plane is doing flying whatever heading.
Because you're in heading mode.
Yeah, whatever heading I'm setting it onto. Now I center it, and now it's intercepting that heading again. And now to go back on the GPS course, you go on the direct page, enter, so the GPS calculated a new direct route, and then you go on nav mode, and then it will intercept the route to Leesburg. And you can also see again up here, we're on GPS mode going directly towards Leesburg. Then a common practice is to always, even if you're flying on GPS mode, you always regularly keep pushing this hanging bug. So in case your autopilot for some reason goes crazy, you can always just press heading right away, and you don't need to first center it and then push heading. That's just a common practice. It's not nothing you have to do, but it's a common practice when flying bigger planes, so why not just apply to smaller planes as well. So if you want, in the meantime, you can get all the information from Leesburg, which has a ATIS of 135,325. Sorry, 134,325.
Land Municipal Airport Automatic Weather Observation 2043 Zulu. Weather wind 19er 0 at 6. Visibility 10.
Yep.
Clear.
134,325. Yep.
2000. Temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point 19er. Altimeter 3006. Density altitude 1300.
Notice the airman. Runway 5 is the preferred runway during low wind conditions.
So right now, we just gotta pause real quick because we gotta navigate the plane first. See how we're approaching the restricted area now?
Oh, that round. That airfield?
That's private airport.
Was this?
Yes, that's just a random airport, but we're super close to it. So center the heading bug, push it in, select heading, and now go maybe like 5 degrees or so to the left. So this thing kind of shows us where we're going to be ending up.
This is the restricted, right?
Yeah.
But so we still had a little ways, correct?
Yeah. But we're pretty fairly close to it. So at this track right now, it's still not working out perfectly. So let's make it like a heading of 240. Because you don't want to be too close to it.
And we're talking about this blue as being the restricted, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's probably some military.
So you want to stay on this frequency?
No, I just said let's change it right now because we got to focus on this first,
okay.
And then we'll go back to the weather.
All right.
Because the weather right now is the least of my concerns, or the lowest priority. And now that everything is good again and established everything is okay, now we can get back to that. And something else to check, we have Orlando's Bravo here at 3,000, which we're clear of. And here Orlando's Bravo is at 4,000, which is okay because we're 3,000. This one starts at 6,000, so we're kind of just coming here and then here. So now we can get back to that, yeah.
Visual approach runway 13 in use. Notice to airmen, PAPI lights, runway 31 out of service, rear lights, runway 13 out of service. Advise at initial contact you have information, Juliet. Leesburg International Airport, ATIS information, Juliet, time 2050 Zulu. Wind 1603, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 27, dew point 20, altimeter 3005. Visual approach runway 13 in use. Notice to airmen, PAPI lights, runway 31 out of service. Rear lights, runway 13 out of service. Advise at initial contact you have information, Juliet.
Short file, runway 23.
So Leesburg Tower is 11935.
Dude, we forgot the ATIS, so we could just do this.
Uh, 35. Yep, that's better.
What was that? Where did I miss it? 11935 right there.
Yep.
ATIS.
Like I said, this is one way to get it. Otherwise, if you have an iPad, you can also go on there too.
You know, I'm trying to think where to mount it, like what mount I should buy.
Different options.
There's not much room. Okay. So we're good to go. We're 16 miles out.
So the distance, even though we're off track now, is still calculating the distance that we are right now, even though we're a little bit off track from, this is where we selected our old direct. So it's still measuring the distance that we are no matter where we are. It will always calculate the distance.
Is there a way to change the color of the airplane icon? So, I mean, I'd like to have it red and...
Good afternoon, Leesburg Tower Airport.
Not that I know.
Head to the southeast.
It's pretty difficult to pick out other planes.
It's going to be passing, if we can, the south side of your airspace.
It's fairly simple if you remember.
No traffic reported in the
that the plane is always in the middle of the screen.
Transition approved.
So if you ever need to know where you are, always look in the middle of the screen.
Unless you do the cursor.
Unless you move the cursor around. But then once you're done using the cursor, you push it back in, and then your plane jumps back into it. So now that we are pretty much clear of this restricted area, right? We can go directly back onto the course. That's one way, but what I would do is use the GPS. So go direct, enter, and nav mode. And then once the plane has been established on the course, we can center the heading bug.
Red 1, Leesburg ground. Red 1, proceed as requested.
So now, push the heading bug. So just center it. So it's not off course. You can push it in. Push in is gonna be exactly the heading you're on. And then you can already start looking out for the airport, so you get a understanding of what's going on.
Leesburg Tower, Diamond Star November 786 Kilo Mike is 10 miles to the east, looking for touch and go, 6 Kilo Mike.
Number 786 Kilo Mike, thank you. Runway 13, report entering left downwind, runway 13.
Runway 13, report left downwind, 6 Kilo Mike.
Okay. So and there's the airport. Emergency.
You gotta get a visor.
I actually have, usually I have this thing here, which works pretty well. But I have my seat reclined a little bit, that's why I'm so low. We do have like actual sun visors now in the other one.
I saw that. Did the owner put that in?
JetShade themselves actually contacted us, was asking if we can, if they want to work together. If we want to work together with them to develop one for the diamonds.
Okay.
So they sent us like 100 of them.
Should I start losing some altitude or no?
That would be a good idea. You can do it without the autopilot, or you can use the autopilot. That is up to you.
So we're gonna go nose down,
Vertical
full power
speed.
back.
Verticals. Well, first you need to select an altitude you want to go to. In this case you want to go to 1,100. Then you select the vertical speed. Now you select the nose down.
Okay.
And now you can search like 500.
What's that?
To nose, click it down until it says 500 feet. So now the plane will be descending at
500 feet. And I need to, there's no FADEX, so I need to watch the power.
Yep, you gotta bring the power back to, I'll bring it back to like 40%. Then right here, we can see our banana showing where we're reaching 1,100 feet. It's a little bit past the airport, so let's increase the descent right here and bring it down to like 700 or 1,000, whatever. And then now you can see how the banana gets closer to
where we need to
where
be.
we want to be. That's fine. It's gotta first establish itself to calculate where you're gonna end up. So it's okay if it's like you gotta select a heading or a vertical descent rate to determine how that works out, and then you decide if you...
Hey, runway 13, so, and it's left, so we're gonna go over the north of it and turn around, right?
We're just about ready to clear your airspace.
Yes.
We'll be just outside of it. If I need to get back in, I'll give you a call.
Thank you, sir.
You see the airport right on there?
Yeah, so it's time. I'm gonna shut this off and hand fly.
Okay. I would keep it a little bit more towards the airport since you're supposed to enter on a downwind entry. If we go a little bit more to the right, we will basically end up on a base.
Right, exactly.
Now that you don't use the autopilot anymore, push the flight director to take everything off.
Leesburg Tower, Diamond Star, November 786 Kilo Mike is entering the pattern, left traffic for 13 touch and go.
6 Kilo Mike, thank you. And runway 13, you're clear for the option. Then make right traffic and report midfield right downwind each time.
Clear touch and go, runway 13, make right traffic, report midfield right traffic, 6 Kilo Mike.
It's interesting how the wind is a little like calm out here.
Yeah.
Very unusual for Leesburg. It's always windy out here, especially when you're coming on that side.
Keep the fuel pump on.
Yep. Yeah. So we had a conversation with Diamond about that, and we're saying like, you know, what's
That's what I
better?
read. Leave it on in the pattern.
Yeah, because we were initially told to turn it off, and then they said, you know what? They did some tests, and we're like, you know what? Just keep it on. It may actually be better. So it was always like a controversy if it, you know, should stay on, if it should come off.
Leesburg Tower, Diamond Star, 6 Kilo Mike is midfield right traffic for 13 touch and go, 6 Kilo Mike.
6 Kilo Mike, runway 13, wind calm, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 6 Kilo Mike, thank you. Do you want to stay or go?
After this one, we'll head towards Orlando.
Fuel pumped on. Fuel pumped on. Flaps at 10. Let's go ahead, pull some power back, add the rest of my flaps. Line it up, a little bit high. Leesburg Tower, Diamond Star, 6 Kilo Mike is departing the pattern, heading east.
Orlando's over.
6 Kilo Mike, thank you. Frequency change approved.
Thank you, sir. Frequency changed approved, 6 Kilo Mike.
That way? Yep. That's actually going to be a southeast turn towards Orlando, 6 Kilo Mike.
Very good. Orlando's on 1353 if you need them.
Yep, appreciate it. We'll probably see you later at 6 Kilo Mike. See, right down here. Okay. So, let's get back to Orlando. Plug everything in. First, the power, please.
Pull the power back. 92.
Make it 90. The goal is to get it out of the yellow, and 92 usually doesn't always take it out of the yellow, and that's why we bring it down to 90. So first, direct K or L.
Okay, but that doesn't activate the autopilot, correct?
No, that just activates the line.
Okay. And then, so...
Do you want a hand flight or you want to fly with autopilot?
No, autopilot.
Okay. Then bring it up to a selected altitude. Let's say 2500 is fine.
Alright.
Flight level change in this case. And now autopilot. And nav mode.
Okay, give me that list again. What were the buttons that we pressed? The first thing we did was...
Select an altitude. That's the first thing you have to do always. Select an altitude.
Second?
Second is flight level change. And then depending on if the flight level change is at the right airspeed or not, you can change it with the nose up or down. So now we're climbing at 96 knots. That was okay. If we were too slow or too fast, we can adjust the speed
so
with the nose up or down.
Then it's FLC? Flight level change,
yes.
No, FLC.
Yes.
And that's FLC button. And then first we did the altitude with, right, ALT button. And what was the third thing we did for the speed? It was...
So now we leveled off, but when you do the flight level change climb, you're climbing at a selected airspeed, right? Remember?
What sequence of buttons? I just want to write
Flight level change activate, and then nose up and down controls the speed that you want to climb at.
Down. And did we do anything else for speed after that? Or
no.
It was just, okay, so we...
And then you can bring the power to 75. Okay. Once you climb at 90% power, once leveled off, you let it, let the speed build up for a few seconds, and then you bring it down to 75 knots cruise speed.
75%?
Yeah, I'm sorry, 75%.
BC at 75.
So now, getting the information for Orlando. ADIS is... Actually, look it up. Yeah, look it up.
I have it all here.
Oh, that works.
Orlando Executive Airport information, Mike, con 20530, wind 19005, weather better than 5,005, temperature 282.19, from 3005, Isles Clutch and use, land upon runway 25. Note the air mission, runway 1331 is closed, taxiway Foxtrot closed, taxiway Kilo closed, taxiway Echo 5 closed, taxiway Bravo 1 closed. Use caution for activity on the airport, clearance at ground frequency 121.4, read back all, runway hold short instructions, runway assignments, advise contact, you have information, Mike. Orlando Executive Airport information, Mike, con 20530, wind 19005, weather better than 5,005, temperature 282.19, from 3005, Isles Clutch and use, land upon runway 25. Note the air mission, runway 1331 is closed, taxiway Foxtrot.
Zephyr 10 Whiskey turning final 23, full stop, Zephyr.
We're going to touch and go back? Or are we done?
Go back where?
You said we may see you later to Leesburg.
Oh, I have another student.
Okay. What time?
At 5. So timing looks good. We're gonna go in Orlando, do a full stop, and then have a little bit of a debrief.
Okay.
We actually have an office now.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. It's not fully completed yet, but it's enough to have ground lessons in already. Got a little couch or a desk, chair.
At Atlantic?
05 operates
What?
whenever ground phone 4.
At Atlantic?
No, it's next to Atlantic. Owned by Atlantic, but it's not inside the Atlantic building.
Okay, since we're killing time here. I didn't do the direct, so I think I can direct enter. That's pretty simple.
Yeah.
D. Dial. And enter. Activate. And enter again. And does this look correct? So I would first, if we want to use Autopilot, you select your altitude.
Yeah. That's the first thing you always do, because you can use the Autopilot without selecting an altitude.
When does heading bug come in?
Whenever you want to fly on a designated heading.
So it actually would be before this?
Usually that's always the best way to do it, to select the heading bug, and then activate the heading. And yeah.
5527, frequency change approved. You have a going. Frequency change approved, thanks, 297.
Heading bug. And then to activate it, what do we do?
You center it first, so you're not accidentally, let's say the heading bug is 180 degrees off, now you activate the Autopilot and the plane, the first thing it's going to do is fly a U-turn.
Press.
So center the heading bug to fly present heading, and then you can select heading.
DG, okay.
This, by the way, is a GFC 700 Autopilot. This is not a Diamond specific thing. This is the most common general aviation Autopilot.
GFC?
Advanced GFC 700. Most common general aviation advanced Autopilot.
I thought it was the 1000.
The G1000?
Yeah, I
that's
thought
the
this was
entire unit.
Oh, I see. Okay, but that's specific.
You can get the G1000 without the Autopilot. This is like a $30,000 add-on.
107 Mike Sierra, hold short of Alpha, contact ground 121.4.
So let's start bringing the nose down. So select 1100. Vertical speed. Nose down. And power to like 50%. You can bring it down to 500. And then we can now, once it's established, we can see how this is going to work out. So now the plane is established at 500 feet right now, and now we can see where we're going to reach the 1100. As you can see, we're gonna reach it a little bit outside the airspace here actually. So let's bring it up.
I'll be vacating to the east.
By like
Chase 1 Roger,
200.
eastbound is approved, sir. Frequency change approved as well. Have a good one. Talk to you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Down to 200?
This is looking better. No, keep it at 300 because this is working out better. Because it said we're gonna reach 1000 like half the way to the airport.
Okay, what buttons did we just press now to do that? We did it.
Vertical speed.
First was the...
Let's contact tower first.
Tower, citation 650 Charlie Mike.
Vertical speed.
Citation
Well,
650.
first